All right, hello everyone. I am Ann of Ann's Pups. Today is Thursday, November 27. It's Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you are enjoying your day. We are certainly more than thankful for what we've been blessed with here. And one of those blessings is definitely, wow, these puppies. So, sorry I didn't get this yesterday right at the mid of the week, but I got preoccupied. So I'm out here on Thanksgiving morning to show you your puppies. So that'll make a fun day off for you guys. So we do puppy picking at 6 weeks old. So that is this Saturday. We will start that. I'll get another long video just like I'm getting today. And in that video, I'll to be doing a lot less talking than I'm doing today. It's green right there. Here's pink. So today I'm going to be doing a lot of talking, and Saturday's video, I'll kind of just be watching one puppy at a time. There's Blue. So I'm going to start looking at Blue since he's right in front of me here. I always start these videos by explaining why I am about to describe personalities the way I do. So Airedales are all high energy, hilarious, comical, human-like type dogs, all of them. None of them are going to lack that, whether they are outgoing or shy. Man, I'm struggling with my words today. Hopefully I can get through. Some people are always skeptical of like, oh, I'm afraid that if they're shy right now, why is this not focusing there? Then they're not, oh, you got an itchy butt. Then they're not going to be outgoing and confident like Airedales are. Couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is, at this age, just like when we had that developmental phase at 4 weeks old that they just came out of and still have moments of being in, this is a great window between that and that super high energy window that we're going to see next in the next week's video at like 7 weeks. We really get a chance to see the personalities. Now, what we see at this age, the really high energy puppies, so I'm going to rank them from most outgoing and energetic being like 1 to the least outgoing and energetic. So like for the females, that'll be 6. And what we see that turn into, and we've been doing this a long time, and I feel like it's really been pretty accurate, is these really high energy outgoing puppies a lot of times are more alpha dogs, a little bit more independent, always a little bit more high energy. That's pink right there. That's yellow. And then these really quiet and shy ones at this age turn into our more laid back Airedales, a little bit more submissive, less domineering and high energy. And that's just what they look like at this age, is kind of more energetic and downright shy and quiet and even timid looking sometimes. And I have people always nervous about, like, they'll maybe be after a more laid back Airedale, but always being nervous about picking a quiet, shy, timid puppy because they don't want that in their dog. And I just can't emphasize enough. These guys are loved. They're well socialized. They're played with. As long as that is the case, there's obviously exceptions where that's not the case, and then you may not see this. But as long as that's the case, which it is the case in our puppies, you will not ever have a timid, quiet and shy Airedale. It just isn't a thing. That comes from treatment. You're going to have the more laid back ones. You're going to have maybe takes a second to, like startle easily and then come back from it. But you are not going to have a timid Airedale. They're a very confident breed and a high energy breed regardless of temperament. That being said, the more high energy outgoing ones, they're the opposite. They are going to be a little bit of a handful, especially as puppies. But that's what a lot of people are also looking for, is they want that companion that's going to be their jogging partner, that's going to be their high energy partner. And again, they are all Airedales. So under that umbrella of being an Airedale, they are all sharing those same Airedale traits, the high energy, the confidence, the hilariousness. But you do have different personalities. So without dragging that on anymore, I do have them ranked from most outgoing to least. So for the boys, are you not around? Yeah, here's Blue. Blue is my more outgoing male. My camera, I feel like, is not focusing very good, but he is my more outgoing male, even though right now he's all snuggled up. In the ranking of this entire litter, he is definitely not the most outgoing in the litter. But between these two, he's definitely my outgoing one. Right now, he's also loves a good snuggle, good scratch on the ear. Hey, don't want to chew up my paper, Red. So yeah, that's Blue. And Green is my quieter and shy one of the two males. And of the whole litter, him and Dark Purple are my quiet ones. So it's kind of cool you guys getting males have both options here, but they're also both really awesome options. I would so much prefer to have exactly what these two are for people that only have two puppies to choose from than to have two like crazy psycho high energy puppies, which I do not feel like we, as Pink acts like it, I don't feel like we have a crazy psycho one in this litter. There are definitely litters that I'm like, oh, you need a special person. But I don't feel like we have one of those in this litter. Again, you're going to think they're all crazy and psycho at 8 weeks old. They're going to be bouncing off the walls, every one of them, these two included. There are no exclusions to that. So again, just keep that in mind. This is the window that we're at with their development. We can't expect them to be everything all at once. It's slow in progression, and that's why we try to time things out the way we do. All right, so for the females, I'll do size next. For the females, I have Yellow as, where did she go? As my most outgoing of the girls. She's just very adventurous. Put her in a new situation, she very quickly adapts and is like, all right, let's take over. Always instigating a wrestling match, which is another, a lot of times the number one, my number one in a litter. That's a characteristic of them a lot of times. But she's a ball of fun. She also really loves to play, loves her people. Number 2, Red. Where are you? Are you just staring right at me? Red is my number 2. Again, this is not like a crazy psycho litter thus far. They will get there. And when I say crazy psycho, that sounds kind of bad. But like there are Airedale litters where I can hardly sit in here because they are just attacking me, wanting to play. And this litter is really pretty reserved. And that's honestly something I work really hard when picking adult temperaments, the dogs we're going to keep. We would want that more even-keeled personality. We don't want those extreme variations. And this girl, she's a great, great girl. She gets out there, gets playing, adventurous, not afraid. But look at her. She's also happy to sit right in front of me and get petted. 3 is Pink right here. And Pink and Red, I feel like, hey, no, they're getting taller now. Airedales are the only ones that can reach these lights. Pink and Red, I feel like I've kind of rotated them back and forth between 2 and 3. I did land on Pink as 3, but I think Red and Pink are very similar temperament types. That they're, again, not just like bouncing off the walls, but definitely high energy. And at the moment, Pink is more of a 2 than Red, but that I'm basing these numbers on what I'm seeing all the time, not just what they're doing in this video today. So this is Pink. And then number 4 is Orange. Orange is a total middle of the road type personality. Like she just is squarely right there, solidly in the middle. Not the craziest, a little bit more cautious, but also not quiet and shy. There you go. And let's see, next I have Light Purple. Oh, she's all the way over there. You heard me say her name. Hi there, pretty lady. She's a beauty, this girl. She's big, and I really love her head and her ear shape. I've seen that in a lot of these guys, but she's... Oh, you're sitting on Purple. Yeah, there you go. All right, and then 6 is my little Dark Purple. I didn't even put that collar on today. It's still not fitting. Hey, hello. So she's got that little mousy look right now. Again, it's just something that she looks like now. She'll grow out of that. I've had little runties like this before, and it is amazing how they do catch up, honestly, extremely well. They're just really behind. But look at her. She's got a big old full belly. They're all starting to eat watered down dog food really good, and she is into it. I did share this at the very beginning. I had a 1-year litter from these same parents right around the time these were born. And in that litter, there had been another tiny, tiny little runt. And that little girl ended up 55 pounds. So you just seriously never know where they're going to end up. You just really don't. Size, that's the next thing I'm going to get into talking about, is size. Size is so hard to guess. Airedales can vary 20 pounds. I mean, seriously, they can. They could be 60 pounds. They could be 80 pounds. And it's very hard to guess as puppies. So I did rank them in order of size. For the males, the light blue is a little bit larger than green. And then for the females, light purple is definitely the largest female. She's a cow. Pink is second. Yellow is third. Red is fourth. Orange is fifth. And then 6 is dark purple. And orange and red are just a little bit more petitely built, I feel like. Again, there's probably still going to be good-sized Airedales, mom and dad are, but just trying to help you out with that. And then one final thing I like to say, if you look at the coloring of the brown, specifically on their face, you can see that it's a little bit lighter or darker. Sometimes it's easy to tell, sometimes it's hard. And I feel like this whole litter, light purple might be a little bit lighter, but everybody's got that real rich brown, I feel like. Again, another very hard thing to predict. But Airedales do change color at about 6 to 12 months when that wiry adult hair comes in. They either stay black and tan or they end up grizzle and tan. They all will get little white flecks in their black hair. That's one of the first things you see actually when the wiry hair starts coming in, and people always kind of panic like they're getting white, but that is normal. But the shade of the brown on their face is kind of the only indicator, and it's really not a great one. But if that's something super important to you, the lighter brown on their face a lot of times indicates more of the grizzle and tan, and the darker, richer brown a lot of times indicates more of the black and tan. But I honestly do say that, mean it when I say it's very hard to predict. So, all right, everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great day. The next video, I'll just kind of be following the puppies more one at a time so you can just see their faces and things. But hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day today.